They laugh at commitment.
Hello.
They chase the next thrill.
Hey.
I'm looking for forever.
That is beautiful.
Not temporary feel.
Yes.
If I'm a pick me, then you're a skip me. If I'm chasing attention, you're avoiding accountability. If I'm doing too much, you're doing too little. If I'm trying to be chosen, you're giving him every reason not to choose. I don't have to compete, I don't have to pretend. The woman I prayed a good man would find. I know what I carry, I know what I bring. Peace looks beautiful when it's built on commitment.
There you go.
I don't go compete, I prepare, I don't perform, I become. I'm a lucky woman, I can smile and wait. What's meant for me will never come too late. He opened the doors, I walked in with grace. He saw my heart before he saw my face. He chooses who enters his world. I choose the love I give in return. Two grown hearts choosing one another. If I'm the option, you're the warning label. If I'm audition, you got cut before the table. If I'm looking for a chance, you're getting passed over. Funny how confidence gets mistaken for being desperate. I don't chase men who are running away. Kings don't run away from their queens. Love shouldn't have to beg someone to stay. When the right man knows exactly what he's found, a woman doesn't have to scream above the crowd. Lucky woman, never loud, never thirsty, never bitter, just ready, just ready. Mama told me, baby, don't fear rejection. Wrong roads still lead to protection. The wrong man will block the right blessing. So every goodbye made room for hello. Every closed door protected my peace. Every lesson prepared me for this. I'm a lucky woman. Eyes wide open now. He holds the keys and that good man's the prize. Not begging for attention, I bring value, stand proud. When a real man chooses me, that's heaven in the clouds. Lucky woman, yeah, I understand the dance. He's the gatekeeper, but he's also the chance. I honor his worth, no more thirsty romance. Real love only happens when we both advance. I didn't chase the spotlight, I invested in my soul. Peace became my currency, purpose made me whole. I prayed for men of honor, discipline and grace. Then I became the woman worthy of embracing.
Give me 1 minute. Let me get some more coffee. When I come back, the lights will be up. Ama nifunge hii kituo. Niende nikapasue mawe kwa kware za America. When I come back, I'll tell you the story behind this song. You will not, well, the other way around. You will love it. You will love it.
They call me pick me, like it's some disease. 'Cause I still believe a good man brings me peace. They laugh at commitment, they chase the next thrill. I'm looking for forever, not temporary feels. If I'm a pick me, then you're a skip me. If I'm chasing attention, you're avoiding accountability. If I'm doing too much, you're doing too little. If I'm trying to be chosen, you're giving him every reason not to choose you. I don't have to compete, I don't have to pretend. The woman I prayed a good man would find. I know what I carry, I know what I bring. Peace looks beautiful when it's built on commitment. I don't go compete, I prepare, I don't perform, I become. I'm a lucky woman, I can smile and wait. What's meant for me will never come too late. He opened the door, I walked in with grace. He saw my heart before he saw my face. He chooses who enters his world. I choose the love I give in return. Two grown hearts choosing one another. If I'm the option, you're the warning label. If I'm audition, you got cut before the table. If I'm looking for a chance, you're getting passed over. Funny how confidence gets mistaken for being desperate. I don't chase men who are running away. Kings don't run away from their queens. Love shouldn't have to beg someone to stay. When the right man knows exactly what he's found, a woman doesn't have to scream above the crowd. Lucky woman, never loud, never thirsty, never bitter, just ready, just ready. Mama told me, baby, don't fear rejection. Wrong roads still lead to protection. The wrong man will block the right blessing. So every goodbye made room for hello. Every closed door protected my peace. Every lesson prepared me for this. I'm a lucky woman. Eyes wide open now. He holds the keys and that good man's the prize. Not begging for attention, I bring value, stand proud. When a real man chooses me, that's heaven in the clouds. Lucky woman, yeah, I understand the dance. He's the gatekeeper, but he's also the chance. I honor his worth, no more thirsty romance. Real love only happens when we both advance. I didn't chase the spotlight, I invested in my soul. Peace became my currency, purpose made me whole. I prayed for men of honor, discipline and grace. Then I became the woman worthy of embracing that place. If I'm the trailer, you're the buffering screen. If I'm the appetizer, you're the unpaid bill in between. If I'm getting picked, you're getting skipped. That's not bitterness, that's just life. You can collect attention, I'll collect the peace. You can chase the moment, I'll build legacy. I'm a lucky woman, standing on my own. Never build my worth around a borrowed throne. A good man is the prize, I've never been confused. So I build myself into the woman worthy of being chosen by him. Not because I'm less, not because I hide, but because lasting love walks with honor on both sides. He protects the future, I nurture the vision. He leads with purpose, I multiply the mission. He is the prize I prayed for, I am the blessing I prepared to become. Together we don't compete, together we become one. While you're hiding your body count, I'll be counting anniversaries. While you're chasing attention, I'll be building tradition. One good man, one good woman, one lifetime. That's my definition.
Did you hear her saying that? While you are hiding your body count, I will be counting anniversaries. Whoa! Shots fired! I love this song. It took me forever, numerous trials. The hardest song I've ever created. This one here. Forever. The takeaway, the benefits of it, 5 minutes long. Beautiful song. Let's go back to that space and then I'll tell you what I wanted to tell you.
I nurture the
Get
vision.
the lights up, please.
He leads with purpose, I multiply the mission. He is the prize I prayed for, I am the blessing I prepared to become. Together we don't compete, together we become one. While you're hiding your body count, I'll be counting anniversaries. While you're chasing attention, I'll be building tradition. One good man, one good woman, one lifetime. That's my definition. He found a woman worth protecting. I found a man worth respecting. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. That's not settling, that's strategy. That's not pick me, that's a lucky woman.
Call me whatever you want.
If I'm a pick me, then you're a skip me. You can laugh, you can judge, you can misunderstand. Call me whatever you like. Just know
You and I,
we are not the same.
we are not the same. Hey! So, yesterday in the morning, Jaguero, is that his name? Conversations with Jaguero or discussions with Jaguero. That's Matt Luo guy. He was having a premiere with two guys and a woman. I was listening to the premiere, but I rewinded it back so that I can catch it when I was doing my morning walk. They were analyzing the polygamist from South Africa. It's a very good conversation. You actually need to go listen to it. Pay attention to the woman. The only female voice there. Pay attention to her. Pew. So that woman, the lady on the channel, on the conversation, she said something very unique when they were discussing Matiba, the younger woman from the office, and the conflict between her and Joyce, the goat wife. And she said something unique, that Joyce looked at Matiba, I think is her name, as a pick-me. And now this lady, this conversation is about the lady. It's nothing about Joyce or Matiba. This lady now is analyzing the two of them, conflict and relationship, and their position in the life of Joe. That Kenyan lady said Matiba knew that if in her head, if Joyce called her a pick-me, then Joyce was the skip-me. That's where this song came from. If I am a pick-me, you are a skip-me.
They call me pick-me.
That's how I made the song.
Like it's some disease. 'Cause I still believe a good man brings me peace. They laugh at commitment.
Yes. Dialogue
They
with
chase the
Thank you so
next
much.
thrill.
Richard Young.
I'm looking for forever, not temporary feels. If I'm a pick-me, then you're a skip-me. If I'm chasing attention, you're avoiding accountability. If I'm doing too much,
You're doing too little.
you're doing too little.
Get the
If I'm
lights up.
trying to be chosen, you're giving him every reason not to choose you. I don't have to compete, I don't have to pretend. The woman I prayed a good man would find. I know what I carry, I know what I bring. Peace looks beautiful when it's built on commitment. I don't compete, I prepare, I don't perform. I become. I'm a lucky woman. I can smile and wait. What's meant for me?
The moment the lights match the people watching, I will stop the song and we start having a conversation. I'm waiting for the likes to go up. You decide. You know, Kiba used to threaten people with nitakupigia nyimbo za Wahoo. Mimi nitakupigia nyimbo zangu.
Never come too late. He opened the door. I walked in with grace. He saw my heart before he saw my face. He chooses who enters his world. I choose the love I give in return. Two grown hearts choosing one another.
Get the likes up and we get started. 32 people, 19 likes. Get the likes up and then I will stop the Wahoo music.
If I'm the option, you're the warning label. If I'm auditioning, you got cut before the table. If I'm looking for a chance, you're getting passed over. Funny how confidence gets mistaken for being desperate. I don't chase men who are running away. Kings don't run away from their queens. Love shouldn't have to beg someone to stay. When the right man knows exactly what he's found, a woman doesn't have to scream above the crowd. Lucky woman, never loud, never thirsty, never bitter, just ready. Mama told me, baby, don't fear rejection. Wrong road still lead to protection. The wrong man will block the right blessing. So every goodbye made room for hello. Every closed door protected my peace. Every lesson prepared me for this. I'm a lucky woman, eyes wide open now. He holds the...
Somebody would rather come in and check if we have started and then they find we have not chatted and they leave. I can see the fluctuation. They would rather do that instead of just giving it a like. Because today is Sunday and there is an evening service from Dr. Kanyari and he needs to take that like to Kanyari as an offering of peace. When the likes match the likes, when the likes match the people who are watching, we will get started. I don't know what we are getting started to with anyway. Hey, why are we here?
The good man's the prize, not begging for attention. I bring value, stand proud. When a real man chooses me, that's heaven in the clouds. Lucky woman, yeah, I understand the dance. He's the gatekeeper, but he's also the chance. I honor his worth, no more thirsty romance.
When I was making this song, I forced it to say the man is the price and the woman is the product. It refused. It would not say that. That's why it queued there. I understand that the man is the gatekeeper. I mean, the man is the gatekeeper of the relationship. But when I wanted explicitly for it to say the man is the price, the woman is the product, I tried multiple ways of saying it. It wouldn't, unless I override it with my own words, and it wouldn't rhyme. Because he did not create it.
Now he holds the keys and the good man's the prize, not begging for attention. I bring value, stand proud. When a real man chooses me, that's heaven in the clouds. Lucky woman, yeah, I understand the dance. He's the gatekeeper, but he's also the chance. I honor his worth, no more thirsty romance. Real love only happens when we both advance. I didn't chase the spotlight, I invested in my soul. Peace became a currency, purpose made me whole. I prayed for a man of honor, discipline and grace, and I became the woman worthy of embrace in that place. If I'm the trailer, you're the buffering screen. If I'm the appetizer, you're the unpaid bill in between. If I'm getting picked, you're getting skipped. That's not bitterness, that's just life. You can collect attention, I'll collect the peace. You can chase the moment, I'll build legacy. I'm a lucky woman, standing on my own. Never build my work around a borrowed throne. A good...
When you are hiding your body counts, I'll be counting an event.
Man is the prize, I've never been confused. So I build myself into the woman worthy of being chosen by him.
Come on, George! Come on!
Not because I'm less, not because I hide, but because lasting love walks with honor on both sides. He protects the future I nurture the vision. He leads with purpose. I multiply the mission. He is the prize I prayed for. I am the blessing I prepared to become. Together we don't compete. Together we become one. While you're hiding your body count, I'll be counting anniversaries. While you're chasing attention, I'll be building tradition. One good man, one good woman, one lifetime. That's my definition. He found a woman worth protecting. I found a man worth respecting. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. That's not settling, that's strategy. That's not pick me. That's a lucky woman. If I'm a pick me, then you're skip me. You can laugh, you can judge,
You can come in anything you
you
want.
can misunderstand. Call me whatever you like, just know we are not the same.
What? That is a good woman. I used the template from April, the weekend of the Easter weekend. That's when I created the song, The Noble Wife. I used that template to create this one. That's the only thing I removed there was the acoustic, because the acoustic in The Noble Wife, it's a little too sharp for this song. There is a certain delivery I wanted to come through that would not have been possible if I kept the acoustic. The acoustic is too sharp for this particular song. There is a zinger I wanted this one to deliver that would not have been possible with the whole template of The Noble Wife. That's what I'm talking about. The Noble Wife.
I lace up my shoes.
Now you can hear everything else is the same.
For the sun. Stay in shape, not for show.
All right, that's not the story. Let tennis story sasa. The tennis story sasa. Where are we? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thank you for liking this stream so that other people can be brought here. Duke of Kiev has renewed their membership to this channel. Welcome to Hello Level, Mr. Duke of Kiev. Yesterday you played a clean game, like and sub. That was the day before yesterday. Every time I finish the stream, I take a photo of the analytics. And you are right, except for the day. It's the day before yesterday, but you are right on this fact. Let me show you that fact. That fact is the day before yesterday's live was the most subscribers I can remember since I started doing lives. I started doing lives in January when I came from Kenya in December. I had 28. I take a screenshot of all the interactions. I had 28 new subscribers. The viewership was 1377. Total likes were 129. We are missing 100 today. And the total chats were 287. The peak viewership was 128. And the average person stayed for 17 minutes. That's aggregate of the entire 1,400 people. So those one who come to see if there is some there, they can put their witchcraft and they leave. They lower the aggregate of the rest of us who are going to stay here for 2 hours, listening to this madman from Austin, Texas. Asanteni sana for being here. This is Chris. In my head, today was Monday. The only reason I'm doing this is because I had something for Monday. I even had a title, Muddy Blues. I don't know what. Oh yeah, I was adjusting the watch, and then I realized today was Sunday. Usiwaizeka, usiwaizeka. Duke of Kiev tuned in to the only logic zone in the country. Hey, you are right about that. Everybody is so careful with their words. There is a big kichungi at the back of the tongue of the modern man, because everything has to be sieved through that, because they don't want to be reported to the wife of the things he was saying. The things he was saying out there. Akifika nyumbani bibi amefura kama chura. Now they have to be very careful. I mean, Kisiangani, you owe me a goat. Kisiangani, you owe me a goat. I helped you to get rid of your vulnerabilities. I helped you to get rid of your manipulatable vulnerability and exploitable vulnerability. Kisiangani, don't pretend you are not listening to me. You owe me a goat. I heard you. Soksimbili, mister. Soksimbili.
Hey. Socks Billy anasema ni moja tu. Bebe anamwita. Halafu anajitete. Nick ni rafiki tu. Anasema haraka. Kisiangani amenaswa. Bado ajui ameshikwa. Anajifanya na mpango lakini anashika pole. Kila mara podcast anamleta tena na tena. Anataka kumfunga bila yeye kujua. Mano adhani anacheza lakini yeye ndiye anachezwa. Sisi marafiki tu, hii ni mtego mzuri. Mariam ameamua yeye ndiye atakayemshika. Socks baby na tabasamu yote ni mbinu. Kisiangani baada juu ya mengi ndani kabisa. Mano anaweza jita mano lakini sio game ya Man United. Hii game ina wachezaji na wasichana ndio icheza. Mariam ndiye kocha na yeye ndiye anaicheza. As ASKiQ, Watson would say, women do not speak to pass information. They speak to influence and outcome in their favor. Akiletwa anasema tu ni rafiki yake, lakini rafiki kama huyo anafanya moyo uwe na wasiwasi. So my brother, Kisiangani is finished, the trap is set, the hunters caught her prey.
Kisiangani, you owe me a goat. 12,000 Kenya shillings. I helped you to get rid of that vulnerability. In a minute and 32-second song, I heard you on a podcast saying she is no more. You forgot to say I'm the one who opened your eyes, Kisiangani. Goat, 12K. M-Pesa number is 074 10 78 69 3. Kisiangani, I want my goat. That's the price you pay. If it was the Pastor Kanyari, you would have known what to do to Pastor Kanyari. Hey, amenisaidia, haki ameniokoa, amenifungua macho pahali sikuwa naona, pahali my bright spot ziko, my vulnerabilities. Sikujua hii kitu ilikuwa inaenda sege mnyege mpaka Kanyari. Lakini because I'm not a pastor now, you cannot even recognize that. Kisiangani, 12K, the price of a goat. The goat we slaughtered on Christmas with the super lady Suwa we know. Somebody had paid for that goat as a Christmas gift. This is Abyssinia Dental Clinic in Moyale. Wasike is the one who had gifted me that goat. That's how much I know the goat cost. 12K from my warrior guy. Kisiangani, uko na ngiri zangu 12. mtu wa soksi mbili. Why am I like this? Why am I like this, George? Why am I like this? The guy from South Sudan is here. His name is Dut Kulang. It's a very painful video I created about South Sudan. I hope you got insulted to a point of making a decision. That was the whole point. If you only got insulted, shauri yako. Mimi hapana wenu. The black elephant of South Sudan. Thank you so much for being here, Mr. South Sudan. I would like to hear your story sometime. Did you go through Kakuma? I know you briefly mentioned that after your mother passed away, her relatives are trying to piggyback on your success and they asking you to send them dollars. Walikuwa wamekupea uwaweke maumbwa wao. Juzi, I recommended a film. How was it? I sent it to a girl to watch it first. And I put it here so that I never forget. I will tell you so that you know I'm paying attention. It was Dead Poet Society. Isn't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? I sent it to a girl to watch. Eventually, I will catch up. Dead Poet Society. That's the name of the series. Thank you for sharing. I would be interested to know what you guys are watching. Did any of you read that book, Without Fail, by Lee Child? That book, it's like a movie in my head. I can direct the whole movie to come out exactly the way the book articulates that story about the vice president they wanted killed. Kiev. So Duke of Kiev is different from, I forgot to eliminate the AI translation of my stuff. So Kiev ISR is Mr. Tel Aviv. Neke kiradi nambere haha. It had translated it in something useless with the AI. And Trevor Noah, dio kuingia, asante sana Trevor Noah, keep winning. Did that deal go through? Did you produce the product? Share that product for me to see what you created. Those 10 different products, I would be interested to see them. Kiema the second, ASKiQ, I automate workflows for businesses to help them save time on repetitive tasks and improve day-to-day operations. I already have a few areas where automation could improve customer experience. I am on your channel. You have no content. Kiema the second. This channel doesn't have any content. Tukusaidia aje? Tukusaidia aje? You want to come here and tell us you have a product. You want us to sit here and have a conversation about a product. The alternative would be, here is my product. Are you of the Dwanzis? There is nowhere for us to go see the product except this little type in here. I have a product that does this magic and it extracts the baby from the womb without the mother having the pain. But where can we see that? Nowhere. Utasaidika aje wewe? Utasaidika aje? What is this? Why did it do this? Ah, okay, there we go. Bro, learn how to preposition your product. I'm trying to be nice. The things you know about me are the things you have seen about me, not the ones I have said. The things you have seen about me. But you want to tell me what you do. There is nowhere. People come here on my inbox all the time. I have this product that does this. I have this that does this. Where can we find it? They come on my inbox on IG. And when I click on the IG, they are talking about nonsense of one term. That's not how the world works, bro. I mean, 21st century social media gave us free advertisement. You can create, market, and sell products for free on social media. What other magic are you waiting for? Do you know how much we used to pay to Yelp and Google to advertise our products 5 years ago, 6 years ago? We don't have to do that anymore. What do you think is the job of influencers? You have this product where? Under the bed? Do you want us to make a schedule of when we can come to see the product under your bed? Hiya. Hiya. Go watch any show on Netflix. Pay attention to the products. There is this show called Manhattan. Real estate, selling Manhattan, something like that. That whole show, pay attention to me, is sponsored by Cartier. One moment. Pay attention to this box. When you watch that show, pay attention to this box. That Manhattan show, the guy that looks borderline gay with the silver hair, that whole show is sponsored by this watch. They never mention it. They never mention it. But they will zoom to the watch when they are talking. And then when the top sellers are invited to a dinner, this is the box they are given. 2 guys and 2 women or something like that. They're in a private section of a nice restaurant. And they are gifted by the top guy these watches. They don't have this one anymore. This is the big face. This one was discontinued. So it's going to be a little smaller than this. But nonetheless, Cartier is the one that sponsors the Manhattan show. This is Cartier. This little magic here. This one here is Cartier. How do you think I know these things? Because they put them in our face. This one is called the lover's bracelet. It comes in 2 pieces. It's called lover's bracelet because you can only wear it when you have somebody with you to screw them in you. They bring you this little golden screwdriver because gold is soft so that it doesn't damage it. And you have to sit there with somebody else to put it on you. They show us that as a placed product. The biggest competition in placed product is at So You Think You Can Dance, America Got Talent. That Simon Cowell show, the competition is between Pepsi and Coca-Cola. None of those people in the entire history of America Got Talent, and I have been watching it since 2002, none of those people mentioned the word Coca-Cola. None of those people mentioned the word Pepsi, but they put it there. And with the right angle, they show Simon Cowell taking a sip. It could be water, it could be gin, it could be tequila, but the bottle says Pepsi. This is our Austin Football Club. Go watch the video I just put up right now with the professor from Canada. This cup is featured in there conspicuously, especially because of the way the professor has created his studio. Everything else is darkened up, and then the light captures stuff like this, and it's there. You want a product that is under your bed, and you want to schedule us. Pencil me in for December 32nd so that I can come and see under your bed this product of yours that you have created in your head. Where? We go on your IG. We don't have that product. You are propagating nonsense about one term. We go to your Twitter. You are retweeting other people's thought processes. I guarantee you right now, if you go on your Twitter, there is not a single sentence that comes from your brain. Everything is retweets, repost, retweet. When are you going to be your own person? Sasa unaniambia uko na mashine inaweza fanya hivi na inaweza fanya vile, nikwambie nini? I am invested in a company called Genesis. It does exactly what you are saying. Genesis. It does exactly what you are saying. Not that I am not understanding what you are saying. I'm showing you what you are missing. We together, I am probably not the right person to give the right information because of this harshness. But the harshness comes with it. It's the tinginess that you remember in the taste of the food. Either that or yes, I'm left-handed, Mr. Santorina. I was born left-handed. I write with my right hand. Wilson Kamau is a member of this channel. He is asking if IQ is a song maker or a musical artist. No. I'm just an old fucker that took advantage of the modern technology of AI because the Dwanzis were not. The day they will do, I will quit. Better insult? Where are we? Aha! That was Kiima the second. I hope you got what you wanted. Probably what you needed. Yes, this song is one of my dopest. Or are you talking about the Kisiangani song? Either way, bro, I put so much thought into these things. Each of those songs. Navas Herbert. Mambo vipi IQ. One thing, anything about Didymus. How does he manage what he manages? Extreme logics on. Bro, don't get carried away by the day life of a politician. I know exactly what you're asking. I saw the clip in a funeral service someplace between Didymus and Nairobi Senator. Before there was Didymus, you were preoccupied by something else that happened before the day before yesterday. After Didymus expires, there will be something else already created for you. It's a psyop, bro. Don't get in that whirlpool. It will be 2027. The only thing you have done is to divide yourself into segments, into factions of who you support and who you don't. The one terms and the two terms. Is it gonna be Sonko? Is it gonna be the senator? Is it gonna be somebody else becoming the Bob Wawino? You are going to be consumed by all that. But those people are not consumed by your life. That is the part probably they never told you. Those people are not consumed by your life. Why are you consumed by theirs? Be consumed by your own life. Try that. The day you change the things you look at is the day the things you look at will change. Why am I like this? What is in this coffee? Sips the same poisonous coffee. Have you seen Kakuma? Exactly how do you describe it, bro? Don't get me there. I'm drinking coffee. Don't get me there. I'm going to puke. I have a weak stomach. Navas Hubbard. Couch Connect was fire. Always delivering, learning, and unlearning. Bro, that guy is smart. Whoa! Whoa! 36 years old. I'm only saying this because I have a reference point, not that I'm disclosing anything new. In that conversation, whether my podcast or his podcast, one of those podcasts, he said, by the time you are watching this podcast, I'll be a father to a brand new child. That child was born this week that is ending today. We did the conversation last week. That child now is days old. He is 36. That is exactly where I was when my son was born. His is also a son. I can only imagine the beautiful life that is going to be ahead of him. I can only imagine. If it turns anything like the one I have had with my own, oh my God. At 35, having a brand new baby. Oh, brother. Because now you have the information. You know what you're doing. When my daughter was born, I had no idea what I was doing. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. But I was completely lost. I had no idea what this thing was. But when my son showed up, I was like, I had all the information I needed and then some on how to install a software on this completely brand new hardware. That is the cheat code of fatherhood. Nature just drops a brand new baby. You can turn that thing into anything you want. That's the difference between going with the rhythms and being very conscious with the duties and the responsibilities that have just been dumped on your laps. Oh man, I've had a good ride. I have had a good ride with a baby. What are you saying? Oh God. What are you saying? This is how much he weighed when he was born. 9 pounds, 10 ounces. By a mother who is 120 pounds. Crazy. Crazy. This is how skinny the mother was 2 days before she gave birth. The ride, bro. That ride from this day on, ni wewe na mimi until Jesus come back. Oh, oh my goodness, we have had a good ride. There is nowhere else that nature rewards you more than in fatherhood. I'm saying deliberately fatherhood and not saying parenthood. Fatherhood. Because motherhood is natural and it's expected. A child can live all their life with just motherhood. But this one here, bro, this is the flavor. Why am I screaming? Ah, brother. Why am I talking? Stop talking, George. Stop talking. I used to be bigger and older than I am right now. You think I'm kidding? Bigger and older. 15 years ago. Ah, man. This is what? 14 years ago. 14 years ago. This is the Enchanted Rock, way out there in Llano County. Way out there. Enchanted Rock. It's crazy, crazy place. Crazy, crazy, crazy place. This is Kenya. Yes, I think this is Kenya. Ah, man. Fatherhood is some beautiful life. This is Lake Nakuru. What are we talking about? So I was telling the professor from Canada, he's going to have a very good ride with a brand new boy that is going to shape everything. He called me the other day. He called me today also. He called me the other day and he told me, this guy is the boss. He's 3 days old and he is the boss. He has upended everything in our life. He is the say-so now. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Ah. Where are we? The black elephant. Our South Sudanese. People aren't open to new ideas or thoughts. I don't give a damn about pleasing anyone. Just as you said and mentioned countless times, I am tired of proving myself. You will notice nobody proves themselves to you. Me, I am the logic guy. Me, I have to see the opposite of that. Me, I will not let it go. Why am I explaining myself? Who has ever explained themselves to me? Why am I trying to please somebody who has ever pleased me? I can't help it. Cartier, the watchmaker, yeah. They make very good standard watches. They are the watchmakers of the future. They don't have exorbitant prices on their watches, but their watches are very good. Very, very, very good. It's a decent watch. Oh, yeah. There's another show. I'm still over answering the question of the guy who was saying he has a product. There's another show. I will let you people figure out if you can figure out what it is before I ask AI. It's a big, wealthy family. They are on their vacation house by the ocean. the husband is having an affair secretly, and the wife just discovered by looking at the credit card records that the husband, there was a purchase made to a jewelry store of a necklace, a very expensive necklace. There's a story behind that necklace. Murder something. Murder at the beach or something like that. Now, here's my point. That whole show was sponsored by Macy's. Macy's has a department that sells jewelry. That thing was on back order because of that show. $110,000 US for that bracelet. That whole show was to sell that bracelet. Product placement, the most powerful form of advertisement. When the linesmen are getting the attention of the referee during the Super Bowl, they want to swap somebody. The one they want to remove from the game is in red. The one they want to come in is in green. Watch what is beneath that board. I watched one yesterday. It said Rexona. That's it. Nothing else. Watch that board. Watch that board. There is no room to miss an opportunity. That board, when they are getting the attention of the referee, that guy needs to come out. This one knew how to come in. Look at the bottom of that board. Rexona. That's it. It did not say it was a soap. It did not say it was the best bath soap. It's better than Lux. It did not say what it was. Just the words Rexona. Product placement. So nobody has found out what that show is. It's a good show actually for you to go watch. The main character, the woman, the wife, the antagonist, the wife in that show is a seasoned actress from Hollywood. I can't remember her name. We're about to find out because you didn't. Well, the family gathers at the beach house.
At the big house, they usually
Hey,
the main living room
wait,
by the
hey,
fireplace.
wait,
It's got that big
wait,
couch everyone
stop.
dances onto.
A big wealthy family gathers at the beach house. There is a death, a mysterious death, but also the wife discovers that there is a credit card purchase of a very expensive bracelet. What is the name of that show?
That sounds like The Perfect Couple on Netflix.
Nope.
Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, it's that one. Nicole Kidman, The Perfect Couple. Go watch that show. The Perfect Couple. Nicole Kidman. That's the woman I was saying is a seasoned Hollywood woman. The Perfect Couple. The whole show. Sponsored by Macy's. The power of product placement. That bracelet was on back order because of that show. At the peak, it was at $110,000 US. Musiniroge, but for comparison, this Cartier is 9,000 US dollars. Product placement. The ball that they are playing on Super Bowl, I characterized it the other day. Watch this. Watch this. That ball is called Adidas Trioda, the official 2026 World Cup ball. The Adidas Trioda. It has a built-in sensor chip that tracks touches and movements up to 500 times a second. It helps referees and VAR figure out who last touched the ball, which speed up handball calls and other decisions. It gives precise data on contact and references use that referees use. The ball even needs to be charged before use. The future is here. You will notice when the ball is kicked off the pitch and a guy tries to use a different ball, the referee refuses. They want that ball because it's already synced with the whole system of monitoring. Even every player has this the actual who touched the ball comes from the stadium's optical tracking cameras. Those tracks every player's position and limbs in real time. So the system matches the precision movement of the ball sensors registers and touches with whichever player was in contact with it right then. That is one of my posts on X. This is the future. We are still figuring out how to feed people in Turkana. That ball is not your ordinary ball. You cannot take it home because it was kicked off pitch. Why are we here? How will Kenya look like in 250 years? It will not be called Kenya. It will be called a province in China. It will be Huangzhuang, South Huangzhuang, formerly known as Kenya. Somebody actually responded. Kimutu Kieusi said it will be colonized by Chinese Kenyan-born investors. It's already happening. Yeah, I have that video on YouTube. Probably the newest second of that video. We are cooked as black men in Africa. Well, black men everywhere in the world. Cooked. Sometimes I feel sorry for the black woman. I don't want to go there. The day, this is Hubbard, the day you change the things you look at is the day the things you look at change. Safi kabisa. JJP8T. Unatumia majina kubwa, ambidextrous, using both right and left hands. One of the captivating things I hear you speak over and over is the wealth creation with examples and pointers. on where we have failed. Bro, I am twice your age, and then your little sister's age added on top. This is experience speaking. Me, I don't speak hypotheticals. I speak experience. I'm your father's age, but your father does not have the freedom to speak freely because he have to sift everything through the special kichungi in the mouth because he wouldn't want to get in trouble with his prison warden at home, aka your mother. Me, I don't have those problems. So I'm very free to speak about anything except sex. Sex is overrated. Kimupikiusi, funny thing being consumed by the life of a politician whom you will never meet in your life. Politicians are glorious, mannerless influencers. Focus on self. 100%. The people who go to the gym, do you wear gloves? This is being damaged by the man. I cannot even perform commit a crime now because they cannot get my fingerprints. These things are being messed up by the dumbbells. There are some little indentions on the handles of the dumbbells and on that thing that I've never been to the gym before. This is the first time I'm going to the gym. My fingers are getting eaten by those creases on the handles of the gym. I'm even getting these things. My beautiful soft hands. Look at this. Now I look like a mkulima wa maragwa. Are there gloves to protect my beautiful hands? Crazy. Yes, don't get carried away by politicians' life. Be carried away by yours. Be carried away by your children's life. Oh, that's where the real reward is. Just bask at the glory of, if you are as old as I am, how your children turned out. If you are half my age, how you are going to program your children to turn out the way you will be glorified by the results of it. Forget about politicians. Politicians hide their kids from you because they are fathers to their kids. And the kids, they look at them as fathers. Who are you in that equation? Seriously. Probably nobody has ever said it this way because nobody wants to be mean like George. But who are you in the life of a politician? Because a politician have children. We learned here the other day when we were chabuaring how smart Moses Kuria is. One of his child was born in Saudi Arabia. The other one was born in Dubai. Do you know them? Well, we don't. But you're obsessed with the life of Moses Kuria. That guy was leading a multi-billion-dollar bank in Saudi Arabia. You don't know that part. You just know this arrogant guy that speaks the way he wants. You want him to speak like who else? You want him to speak like your father? But your father is already speaking like your father. That's why he speaks the way he wants. Ama, too much. Hamjawahi kuambiwa hivyo? Unaongea venye unataka. Unataka niongee kama venye sitaki. I mean, what is the opposite of that? How do you want me to speak like your father? But your father is not speaking like me. Is it not fair for me to speak like me so that your father can continue speaking like him? I'm doing you a favor here. So Moses Kuria has two children that were mentioned here. Do you know them? No. Do you know what they are doing? No. But he is a real human being to them. But you have created this character where you have to take your frustrations. Because when you see Moses Kuria, you see your own failures. Now you need somebody to project your own failures by just picking and choosing anything he says, anything he does. But you don't know the real Moses Kuria. As super smart human being. That thing right now you are saying that he did or did not do when he was minister, where was your father to do it instead of him? Who the fuck are you? Who died and appointed you the referee and the prefect of politicians' lives? Live your own life. Live your own life. Make it so good that your children will never pay attention to the politicians. Because you will be their God. You'll be the only person they know. I keep going back to 35 years ago, when James Orego came to Ihora Stadium in Murang'a to recruit us to be selectively outraged by Moi's regime. He was already a member of parliament in a single party democracy. He was a KANU member of parliament of Ugenya. But he wanted to say Moi is bad. KANU is bad. KANU is not bringing us multi-party. KANU is a dictator. He was a member of parliament of KANU. They get democracy. He becomes member of parliament of Ugenya and a multi-party democracy. Exhausted that, they changed the constitution, gave himself another 10 years as a member, as a senator from Siaya. Now, governor of Siaya. What was there for me if I was still stuck as a 19-year-old in Ihora Stadium? Because that's where you are right now. You are where I was as a 19-year-old at Ihora Stadium, looking up to Charles Rubia, Paul Moite, Gitobu Imanyara, Ginyo Karaoke, BGM Karaoke, James Orengo, Mo, M.O., and the fiery, whatever his name was, Balala from Mombasa, a different Balala than the one you know, a totally different guy. I don't know what happened to him. This is 35 years ago. Walikuwa Mboka. What was I doing there? What are you doing in politicians' lives? What are you doing in politicians' lives? Nothing changed for the worst. For Orengo, everything became better. He is now at the best thing he can ever occupy in the political scene as a governor of Siaya. 10 years as a senator. I don't know how many years, more than 10, as a member of parliament. Why would I be obsessed with his life? Menya siaku kanyanyaine, they would say over there in the upper Kangema area. Patrick Gofiro. What would it take for Kenya to reach that same level of development? And is 250 years really the timeline we are looking for? Simple answer, nothing. Nothing. You people underestimate the damage of victimhood. I am tired of explaining it. Just continue being victims. But that damage, none of you here have parents that were born before 1963. None of you. Nonetheless, not just you, your children's children will be victims of colonialism as much as you are. None of you, your parents were born before 1963. But you will still be victims of colonialism. 100 years, for the fact 250 years you are mentioning right now. American niggers are victims of slavery 450 years later. So what will happen to Africans in 250 years? The same, bro. The same. But you do not have the freedom to allow yourself to have that conversation. You have purely justifying that you turned out the way you are because of colonialism. Every time we say something, you say, oh, you know, that's how they want us to do. That's how they created the system. That's the why. That's what they. Not your mother was not born when Kenya was colonized. Nonetheless, your own children will be speaking about victimhood and colonialism exactly the way you speak about victimhood and colonialism. And yet, not even your mother was born before 1963. I have a sister who was born in 1958. I know how old their children are. I know none of you are that old. They harden with time. You should be fine. Sheki Tongu, I have no idea what you're saying. Sheki Tongu is over a year-old member of this channel. The AI, I forgot to turn off that AI thing. It's translating some things in some silly things. Papa Billions. Gloves are for lady. I see what you did there. Mwanaume ni chuma. Bro, come on. Why should my hands have these things? What do they call them? Carasis? What the hell, bro? And that thing is eating. I don't know why it's not eating my right hand. It's eating my left hand when I pull onto it. I want a solution. By Christmas, woof, I'll be eating your girlfriends. Maybe August. Why did I have to say that? People always want the results and not the process, because we are creating a generation of sissies. 22-year-olds that think they have value, the same way women at the same age have value, because they have been raised by women, so they don't know any better. See my beautiful shiny face, Athia. They don't know any better. They have been around women for so long. I mean, you see a chicken. I saw this video the other day. A chicken that has grown around ducks, butter. And it thinks it's also a duck until they take a trip to a lake. And the ducks are leading, and they get in the water and they flow in the water. And the chicken follows them to the water until it realizes, oh shit, I was not born for swimming. I was not born for floating. Somebody have that video somewhere. That is the life of the Dwanzis right now. They have been raised around women for so long, they think that the value that belongs to the woman transfers to them, and they don't have to put any effort. Just come with your mother's noise. We are going to treat you like a woman. No, we will not. We will not. We will not. So life is going to be a little bit very difficult, because the process it takes to empty that noise from your mother. And it's not the process, it's because of your hard-headedness. You hate the voice of a man. So you cannot listen to any man. Everything the man is saying is an insult to you, because it touches at the very iniquities that you have been trying to gloss over. by projecting with little petty insults. But life is very brutal for a man, bro. There's no that leeway. That talking like a woman with meaningless insults, that's for the women, because men know that women can never be accountable. So we just let her payuka, and then she will come down. Tomorrow she'll be a totally different person. Back in the day, they would give her a slap and reset her. Now you cannot do that no more. But for you, they have incarceration. They'll put you in the Kenya. That is your slap. In the Kenya. You will waste 15 years of your life because you came acting like a woman and you want the same benefit of an accountability as a woman. No. There is Kingongo, there is Shimoratewa, there is Kamete, there is Industriaria waiting for you. That is going to be your slap to reset you. And you will waste your most productive years because you came with the energy of your mother. You can continue insulting me. It is not going to change anything about you, and it's not going to affect anything about me. I am way too far gone to be affected by anything. Mimi, I don't want to assist. I don't, unless you have real problems. At the age of 25, me, I don't want to talk to you. Go to Kibe. Kibe knows how to handle you. Tukubaliane, we are going to say together in unison. I don't want you. I don't need you. Now, on your side, you're going to say, George, I don't want you. George, I don't need you. The feeling is mutual. You go left, like Aaron, the nephew to Abraham, and I go left because I was born left-handed. Now, we never meet anywhere. See, you shida tumeisha. But no, it's not enough. You go create a pseudo account and come back. Higher. What is going on here? Gloves help reduce that. They also help you go extra reps. Go extra reps. So gloves are cheat sheet. I will have to go to Academy and buy me some gloves. Yeah. I love myself too much. Way too much. If I ever find anybody who loves themselves more than I do, I will probably need to do a DNA test. I love myself way too much. I don't want to see these things on my beautiful hands. My hands are for caressing young women. Papa bullions. One moment. My father was born in 1954 and died 2022. That's a full life. Life is measured by experiences, not by years. If I died 10 years ago, I would have died a very happy man. I know people don't speak like that, right? You're scared now. You're like, "Hiya, George, you know, I would have died a very. You remember that story I gave? I don't know if I gave it to Ikonini. My mother was blind for 3 solid years. 2017, through some very intricate processes, I was able to import a cornea of the eye from Florida to be transplanted in her eye. You don't know how big a cornea is. You know that machine that puts holes on a paper? When you're filing papers, there is a paper puncher, not the pin, the one that draws holes. Those little things, that little thing that comes out after the hole, that is how big a cornea is. That little tiny hole. 1 million Kenya shillings for the best of those. and then treatments that cost probably twice that amount. And they put 21 stitches around that thing, the size of a paper punch. When my mother finally saw, I could have died and go to heaven. My job was done. That's the point I was bringing this up. Life is not measured by years. It's measured by accomplishments. How much of a needle to the positive movement have you contributed to the welfare of this world? Then you're good to go. Why are you still talking about Tom Mboya? How old was he when he died? That. Martin Luther King Jr. That. Don't measure years. How much to the positive direction have you moved the needle to make things better? My brother died at 28. Born 65 August, died April of 1994, I think. A full life. Smartest person I knew at the time. Smart whip. I keep wondering what he would have become because he was ahead of his time. Died at 28. James. Smart. Extremely smart. He was born 30 years ahead of his time. Positive movement, the right direction. That's what counts. Papa Bullions, actually, there are families in Kenya that still enjoy the benefits of colonialism, but we only want to look at the Mau Mau struggle. All of Kenya benefits from the benefits of colonialism. There is nothing we have done that is better than what the white man left. Nothing. Zero. Things have gotten worse. They left us the best education system. We watered it down. We have not created an inch of the railway line. An inch. An inch. I know, the smallness in you want to talk about SGR. Same route. Same route. There's not an extra rail line 1 inch away from the route that the Muzungu rail took. Not a single line. Not a single line. You are uncomfortable with the iniquities and the limitations of the black man. You don't want to have that conversation. 2026, Kikuyus in Nairobi are still building houses that sink to the ground. Sink. Houses. How many people have died in Nairobi because houses collapsed? We saw a very beautiful, I love white houses. I love white paint on houses. We saw that magnificent apartment complex in Nairobi sinking 3 solid floors to the ground. Kikuyus at work. Kikuyus at work. Now go look at the parliament. Go look at the libraries in Nairobi. Go look at the fire station in Nairobi. Go look at Kenya Commercial Bank. Go look at the City Council office. Go look at the KCB building. Go look at the archives. Structures built by the white man. They'll be sitting there 250 years from now. Everything that Kikuyus have built will collapse and kill all of you in it. But you are not ready for that conversation, because the idea is not for you to do better. The idea is for you to conform yourself in the machinations of the 65 IQ count that you are very comfortable with. So you build siegegis. Look at the kind of roads that we have created for ourselves. Hatujipendi. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You are safe. You are Safari plug. Man, I'm bad with names. You are Safari plug. How does one transform confidence into value? One can be confident and has nothing to show for it. Do you know that guy that knocks on people's doors? Everybody have seen them. He's a black guy. It does not matter whether you know anything about Americans or not. He knocks on doors and tell people about this product, like this, that can clean windows or can clean shoes. And before you reject it or you say you don't need it, he has gone ahead to demonstrate what the product can do. That confidence. You know exactly who I'm talking about. He speaks too fast for you to slow him down before he demonstrates the value of his product. That is what you can do with confidence. Making a sales pitch is not easy. Sometimes you people hear me here when people are calling me to sell me a product. The moment you say, hi, how are you doing? You are done. You did not call me to find out how I'm doing. You just failed. You can sell me Jesus. I will not buy that Jesus if you start with, hi, how are you doing? I already shut down. You are wasting my time. You don't know how to package yourself as a product on behalf of your product. Hi, how are you doing? Somebody called me today at 2 o'clock in the morning. Really? Really? Then another one called me, texted me and said, hello. That hello is going to sit there for 100 years. What do you want me to do with the hello? What is going on here that you have run out of the vocabularies to express yourself, and the only thing you have is hello? Don't you think you are wasting space for somebody else who would have probably had a better life? Exit and give that place to them. Hello? Really? Hello? Nipeleke wapi hello? Priscilla? Priska? Hello? For what? There is nowhere this person is going if they start with a hello. And 99% of the time, they want something from me. That's why they are starting with a hello, so that they can package me to somewhere I can respond and now flow with the energy where they want something from me. That hello, Priska, is going to stay there until your white Jesus come save you. You are not going to get any response from me by starting with hello. Go on my videos and search a video with the words hello. Listen to what I said there. Almost a year ago. I hate hello. Because unataka kunipanga. Wewe, unataka kuniingiza kwa smallness yako. because you don't have anything of value to communicate. If you did, you would start with that. The guy called me at 2 o'clock in the morning, 1:39 a.m. James Irongo. Nothing. When I woke up, I looked at our conversations that started June 21. June 21. Hi, George. What's the best time to have a conversation with you? I am Jimmy, 25, been listening to you since 2021. And for sure, you are motivating. June 21. He calls me at 1:39 a.m. When I woke up, when I was sitting here, I told him I am going on live YouTube in 2 minutes. Where is he? Nowhere. Hey. 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 Tony Silva has been a member for a very long time. Now he has a golden member. Oh, he's been a member for 11 years. I mean, 11 months. I knew it. 1 more month and you get the burnt orange badge. He is saying, have you read the 28 Commandments by Kibe? Brilliant. I have it here. Kibe is a resource. Kibe is a resource. Kibe is a resource. On my trip to Kenya, was it December or April? March, this March. I read the entire of this book from Orlando, Florida to Amsterdam, the entire of it. I have notes about it this long on X. There is a place you can start typing something to post and then you archives it. That's where all those notes are. I wrote them as I read that book on a 9-hour ride from Orlando to Amsterdam. Read that book. If you're in North America, contact Kibe, not me. Contact Kibe, buy, pay for that book, give Kibe your address. Kibe will give me your address. And I will send you the book. Don't do it the other way around. Me, I'm not selling any book. Kibe is. Me, I'm not accepting any money. Kibe is. I keep my things very simple and very clear. Mimi siyo jamaa wa ilikuwa ilienda. That will never happen with me. Ian Jeff, in Kenya, the pro-government gets paid, anti-government gets paid, activists also get paid, only citizens complain and whine, hoping for change. There is no change coming. There's no change coming, bro. I learned that as a 19-year-old watching James Orengo. There is no change coming. You are the change you have been waiting for. Jesus was cousin to John the Baptist. When Elizabeth, if it's not Elizabeth, it's Rebecca, the mother to John the Baptist, one of those names, when she was pregnant with John the Baptist, her cousin, Mary the Virgin, was pregnant with Jesus. One of the girl, the Mary the virgin, was 3 months pregnant. Elizabeth was 6 months pregnant. When they met and hugged, Jesus in the womb and John the Baptist in the womb talked to each other. There's somewhere this story is going. When Elizabeth hugged her cousin, Mary the Virgin, when they are both pregnant, when they hugged, Jesus in the womb talked to John the Baptist in the womb. That's how far back they know each other. Fast forward, John the Baptist is inside the River Jordan, and Jesus shows up to be baptized. You all know the rest of the story. That is not the story. When John the Baptist was put in the Kenya, because I think the wife, Potiphar, I think is the wife, the king had a 14-year-old girl whose name was Salome. She was very good at music and performance. So on the king's birthday, he had invited dignitaries to the palace. And this 14-year-old girl, Salome, came to perform to the dignitaries of the king. And the king was so pleased and proud of her 14-year-old teenage girl performing to the royal family. He asked the girl, name anything you want, and I'll give it to you as a reward of you honoring me in front of these dignitaries. She ran to the kitchen and told Mama what the father has offered. Mama had a beef with John the Baptist because the king had taken Mama from her husband, who is the brother to the king. And John the Baptist had spoken about the evil of the king taking his brother's wife, Potiphar, I think was her name, to himself. And Salome was the product of that relationship. So John the Baptist castigated the evil 15 years ago. The mother found an opportunity to get even with John the Baptist for having spoken about the ills of her leaving her husband for her brother-in-law. So when Salome ran to the kitchen and said, Daddy has asked me to name anything I want because he's so proud because of my performance with the lawyers during the birthday party, the mother said, go tell your dad, the only thing you want is the head of John the Baptist on a silver platter. Some of you have already lost this story because you don't believe what I'm telling you is true. So now you are somewhere searching the relevance and the accuracy of this story. Why am I giving that story, by the way? How does one transform confidence into value? No, that's not why I'm saying it. I lost my track of why I'm saying this. I know exactly what I want to say, but I wanted to bring you into it. Now, John the Baptist is in the Kenya. He has been arrested because this woman 16 years ago held a grudge because John the Baptist spoke about the evil of this woman leaving her husband for her brother-in-law. When he was in the Kenya, he sent a message. Duke of Kiev, copy-paste the whole comment and put it here. John the Baptist is in the Kenya. He has been arrested because of the evil woman. He wanted to know whether he has always been right or there is something he missed. This is why I give you the story of how far back they know each other. They know each other when they were both in the wombs of the cousins. He came, approached him at the River Jordan to be baptized. He knows his cousin better than anybody else. And still, he had doubt whether he has been sending the right messages about Jesus being the Messiah. So he sent his own disciples to his own cousin, Jesus Christ. Go ask him about this message that we propagate with full awareness and full force and with confidence that we are doing the right thing and we are passing the right messages about that you are the Messiah. Go ask him, he said to his disciples. Go ask Jesus. Are you the Messiah, or is there another one to come? Are you the Messiah, or is there another one to come? The disciples went, asked Jesus that question about his own cousin who is in the Kenya. Jesus did not open the cells like he did with Abednego or with what he did with Daniel in the den of lions. He took John the Baptist disciples and took him on his day trip of what he was already planning to do. And he took them with him to go witness Jesus' ministry. He healed the sick. He laid hands on the blind and they see. He gave a message of hope. And he told them, you have seen for yourself what my service is. Go back to your master and tell him what you have seen. That's all the John Baptist needed to know. That's all John Baptist needed to know. That truly this is the true message we have been propagating. There is nothing wrong I did 16 years ago when I castigated that woman for leaving her husband for her brother-in-law, the king. I was on message. So when the day came for him to be beheaded and his head taken in a silver platter to Salome, the 14-year-old girl, he was at peace because he knew he was right the whole time. The conviction. The conviction. In Kenya, the pro-government get paid, the anti-government get paid, activists also get paid. Only citizens complain and whine about hoping for change. There is no change coming. Just stay on the message. Just make sure that whatever your purpose is leading you to, that is the right thing. If you're not sure, ask your cousin Jesus. Is this truly the message of the Messiah, or is there another one to come? And Jesus said, come with me. Let me show you what I'm doing. I'm restoring hope. I'm giving people new life. I'm healing the sick. I'm opening the eyes of the blind. I'm making the mute and the dumb speak and hear. Go tell my cousin, John the Baptist, that he's been doing the right thing. Don't worry about the repercussions of it. Don't worry about the naysayers. Stay on the message to the bitter end. A literal bitter end. Meow. Do you, bro? Do you? Thank you, Kiev, for circling back with the context of that comment. Tomboya was killed at the age of 39, says excellent Felix. Jesus died at 33. Felix Life 180. What's your take on having newborns at your mid to late 40s? Is there an age that is impossible to impose authority on because you likely get weaker as you age? Who gave you that information? Who told you men get weaker as they age? Are you of the ones that has hung up with women for so long and you have seen women at the age of 45 getting weak with age? Have you seen how I looked 15 years ago? What is this thing you're calling getting weak with age? This is extreme logic speaking. I don't know how to override that disease in me. What are you saying, bro? What are you saying? What are you saying? I am younger than I was 15 years ago. I am younger than I was 19 years ago. What getting weak with age are you talking about in reference to a man? I want to throw this coffee at your face. You propagating the nonsense of the women here. Because women, they know that nature is very unfair to them. So when they miss to take advantage of the window of the opportunity that nature has given them to create purpose and essence of their life, they package this otherism, whataboutism about a man. That's where that nonsense is coming from. And you have hung around women who project their failures in life for so long, you are actually buying the packaged message by the feminist about a man gets weaker with age. What the fuck are you saying? Elon Musk is 55 last week. This week, 55. The same time when he's becoming a trillionaire. I know women who are pregnant for him right now. Not the 3-year-old twins. New Bado, new Bell of Elon Musk. Right now, your mind just went to, you are not Elon Musk. Then we cannot have a conversation. Because you're still packaged by the feminist. You cannot override that nonsense with logic. You want examples from the Bible? No, I'm not going to take you to the Bible. I'll bring you here, 2026. When you see Elon Musk carrying a 3-year-old boy, Elon Musk at that time is 53 years old. Which men get old and weak with age? You are buying the nonsense of the feminist. I'm making this more insulting because I'm going to cut this as a standalone video. And I want that message to bite. That's why I'm going there. Which men get weak with age? Which men have you been hanging around with that get weak with age? I was a better parent at 25 than I was. I was a better parent at 35 than I was at 25. Me, I don't know anybody else's life. I know mine. I did not know what I was doing. Thank God my daughter turned out perfect. I had no idea what I was doing at 25. But 10 years later, ho, bro, I went to every prenatal clinics, each one of them. Each one of them, I have thousands of photos of that experience. I was there holding the baby when they are coming out of their mother. I have gone to every postnatal clinics, gone through the teething problems and the ear infections and the whatever. I knew exactly what I was doing in my 30s. Best life experience ever. I had a 1998 Honda Accord, 2-door. My son grew up in the back seat, that little bucket seat in the back. Loved it. From when he's 3 days old to yesterday. 19 years later. When is this time that a man gets weak with age? Where were? What are you pussy? Your feminist hapa. Feminists package that because they missed the boat. Now they are trying to console themselves that they cannot have children because they missed the boat. And they thrust 20 children in the toilet at Maristop. And you, because you are Bongolala, you take their message and now you start propagating it in a man's channel. Boy. What are you saying, bro? Keheka. You don't know Keheka. You know Keheka's daughter, who is the governor of Nakuru. I know Keheka. In the years that I worked in Nakuru at the gas station, my daughter's mother worked at Uchumi, Nakuru. Keheka would bring 12 children on the opening day for shopping, back to school shopping. 12. They go pick up things at the supermarket. Then they line up. And when he is paying for them, he would look at them and say, remind me, which one is your mother? And that's the young Bale. That's the young Bale. This is 1995, 1996. That was the youngest Bale. He is looking at the children lining up for back to school shopping, 12 of them. And he's like, wait a minute. What is your name? Wanjiko. And which one is your mother? Which man gets weak with age? You truly come with your chest here to ask that question. The older Bale of Keheka is now the generation of the governor of Nakuru. When she was running for governor, the siblings that belong to the same Bale with her came publicly to poison her name because they were not from the same mother and they were jealous of her achievements. And they came propelled by the other candidate to speak ill of the current governor now when she was a candidate. Go look it up. Hey, this is our sibling. We know she's a very evil woman. Don't vote for my sister. I'm still on the context of you want to say Keheka was too old and weak to have raised, I don't know, 15, 16, 20 children. The siblings of the Nakuru governor's Nakuru governor. Men get stronger with age, bro. I don't know. What are you saying? What the fuck are you saying? P8UL, earlier on when we are talking about Kenyans have not changed anything that was not there before the Mzungu. He is saying, where is it? There's a zinger for you. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? M-Pesa is an achievement though, but you have never used it on this channel. Ubwa wewe. M-Pesa is an achievement that Kenyans have improved since independence. But sending me M-Pesa after sitting here, being entertained by a monkey, sending them M-Pesa is where you draw the line. But you know M-Pesa is an achievement, but you have never used it here. Umbwa hii. Fucking idiot. Usitume. Na ukituma nitarudicha. Excellent Felix. This human can afford to have us muted by ads. Muone maisha yenu. Hiyo imenipita. Which tribe can okoa Kenya? The tribe called Patriot. Semio Mungai. Which tribe can okoa Kenya? The tribe called Patriot. You don't have it yet. Rwanda has that tribe. The tribe in Rwanda is called Patriot. There's no Hutu, there's no Tutsi. Patriot. The day you will get to a tribe called Patriot, that's where change is. You have no appetite. There is nothing happening right now that is telling us that eventually Kenyans are going to be patriotic to their country. There is nothing. There is no that thing. So no, there is no hope for Kenya. Go report me somewhere that George said there is no hope for Kenya, because that is your only takeaway. Your takeaway is not like, no, watch us change Kenya. No. Yours is to say, oh, George Olisema, there is no hope for Kenya. And then you go back to proving me right. Thank you again, Duke of Kiev, for bringing the reference to the story I was giving about John the Baptist. Some of you got lost because you went to the Bible to look where that story is true or not. Salome, the 14-year-old girl. Bin Cairo, when you said a man at 26 years old hasn't discovered himself, is worse than a woman, and the men should not talk about biological clock because for the men it's worse. Are you saying it's a dead end? No, it's not a dead end. It's a challenge for you to do better. But discipline in the African context is an insult, so you don't get anything out of it. You are simply insulted. 100 people here. When this thing is done, that's it. That's what you're going to take home. That's why you have not subscribed to this channel, because you are insulted. That's it. Prove me wrong. I don't know Romanic numbers, but this guy is telling me that he has sent me 100, I don't know of which currency, it does not matter, for 2 euros. Thank you so much, Mr. Roman numbers. I don't know what those numbers mean. MCM XCII. David Munya again. Our grandparents' problem was the white man. Our father's problem was Moi and getting multi-party. Now we are saying the problem is Ruto. I choose to not be the loser. I choose to not be on the loser side anymore. I'm tired of even talking about that, because your takeaway is going to be innocent, insult. Your takeaway is going to be that guy is arrogant. That guy wants to be white and corrucous, because you have no appetite to change anything about your victimhood. So once in a while, when I want to insult you, that's when I go there. I know. You've never heard your father speak like me, because I gave your father permission to speak like himself so that I can have the permission to speak like me. You never considered that. Elon Musk, I'm going to block you from this channel if you propagate that nonsense any more time. As you go, I want you to say, George, I don't need you. George, I don't want you. Because you have always made people believe that they have to tolerate your nonsense because they need you. No. Before I say I don't need you, I want you to also say you don't need me. I want you to say it first. So that when we come here, we have mutual understanding and mutual respect. So I will never tolerate your disrespect. I don't need you, but that part you don't want to hear. So I tell you to say that first about me. You don't need me. So why would you bring disrespect here? Mimi sio Ganovia. Mimi sio Erika Amondi. My name is George, N-J-A-U, N-G-A-N-G-A. I don't need you. You don't need me. Why are you here? To bring nonsense, to bring pettiness, to bring childish shit. Why should I tolerate that? The answer is I shouldn't. I'm not here to be liked. At some point, I'm going to be holding these lives with only people who are members of my channel because they are invested in the product. 115 people. By the time this thing is over, only 2 people have subscribed. Why are you here? But you see, you want to deny me the opportunity to speak like you like this because you have this thing that I need you. That's why I'm telling you to first say you don't need me. So therefore, why are you here and you're not subscribed to the channel? Why are you here and you're not a member? Why are you here and you cannot buy super chat? Why are you here and you cannot send him pesa? You see, the things that you have told Ganodia he cannot say because he has to massage your balls to be here. No, don't be here. Don't be here because you don't need me. The part that icks you most is where I said I don't need you because you have made people be scared of saying that. Apana hii jamaa. Nope. We are here for a mutual benefit. You like the stream, you bring more like-minded people, you subscribe to this stream so that other people can see the kind of stuff you like. You share these streams so that other people can see what your interests are. But if they are not your interest, why are you here? Hello? You want me to be nice. Why? You are an adult. Or are you? Is that where the problem is? Umezoea kupeperezwa. Toto meza, kula toto, toto kula. Baba meza. Unatakiwa kukula chakula ndio ukue mkubwa, si ndio? Utakuwa kama Diego Maradona. Kula mtoto. Utakuwa kama Cristiano Ronaldo. Kula maliza chakula toto. Umezoea kupeperezwa ukiwa mdogo. Now you want me to pepereza you in adulthood. Nimekataa. Exit. Go tell them you rejected George because George alikuita umbwa wewe. Now, umbwa wewe. Tony Silva, 200 shillings. Super chat. Commandment 24. A man is always a man is always brand new. Yawa. Yawa. The Bible of Kibe. The man is always brand new. Look at the illustration. There's a reflection about chapter 12 on chapter 24. Stop mourning, rebuild. Listen here, young Kenovia. A man is never expired. A man is never washed up. A man is always brand new. Why? Let me do this so that it can show. Why? Because a man's value isn't in his smile, age, or number of followers. It's in his power, his discipline, his ability to build, and his goddamn options. You don't need permission to level up. You don't need applause to rebuild. You just need to remember you are a man. You don't break, you reboot. Your prime isn't age, it's execution. They told you your prime is between 18 and 30. Wrong. Your prime is whenever you decide to become undeniable. You could be broke and irrelevant at 25. You could be rich, dominant, and impossible to ignore at 47. That's because women peak when their looks peak. But a man peaks when his power peaks. That's why they call it midlife crisis. It's not a crisis. It's a resurrection. Thank you so much, Tony Silva, with 200 shillings on that super chat. Commandment 24 of the 28 commandments of Kibe. Miss Mashawa from Congo, DRC. Thank you so much. Miss District Columbia. The more recent example, this is Nelson. The more recent example is Senator of Kisi. During his mom's burial, he had kids younger than his grandkids. Booyah! Booyah! I wanted to say I'm having kids with kids younger than my kids, but you are not ready for that conversation. If this is the right Nelson, he actually knows what I'm saying. If this is Nelson Moy, I'm not sure if it's Nelson Moy. No, Nelson Moy is a member of the channel. It's not Nelson. Alex Washira, what business do you do? The business of me. The business of me is the business I do. I do me. I worry about my stuff. I build myself. I continually improve upon myself. That is my business. I'm not involved in anybody else's business other than mine. Do you? Rides by Khaled. What kind of rides do you have, by the way? Let's see if something we can see. Ama wewe ni kama yule mwingine alikuwa anasema kuna product na tuwezi ipata pahali yoyote. You see, rides by Khaled, but there is no ride anywhere where we can see those rides. This channel doesn't have any content. You people don't know the advantage of having free platforms where you can advertise anything. Kanyanga shingo bado napumua, si ndio? Somebody, this is Brian, no, Brianna, this is a girl. Is it a Brian? Is a girl? Brianna Gila sent a soccer trophy for 500 jewels. I saw it floating around when I was reading Kibe's book. Thank you so much. I don't know what that does. I saw another one also, the 100 jewel. Asanteni sana. Mpesa would have sufficed. Be like Brianna. Kamau Wayaki. That's a Kiabu name. Woza Mzee. Arsenal pause. Doesn't matter if you win or lose. In the next 100 years, you'll be forgotten. Pessimistic. Pessimistic. That is a woman's energy. That is a woman's energy. Mr. Arsenal pause. Mr. Arsenal pause has 157 subscribers, 416 videos. Everything about him is Arsenal. He celebrates when they win. He has some shots with some little goatee that he's trying to grow because there is a girl who told him that young men look better with hair on their face. And then he's most of his videos, those are shots. Most of his videos are Arsenal winning. But now the dissonance in him tells him to come here and say, it does not matter whether you win or lose. In 100 years, will be forgotten. But you are gravitated to somebody else's winning, not your own. Not your own. Not your own. You have no appetite to win for yourself. That is why you are putting that little insult there. That it does not matter whether you win or lose, because you have given up on trying. And you have transferred that power to somebody else to win on your behalf. Amma, I read too much into these things. I read too much into these things because I have handled that issue. It will make sense in 30 seconds. It will make a lot of sense in 30 seconds. This guy is obsessed by Arsenal winning. His whole videos are about Arsenal winning. But on his own, that's where he draws the line. His own, he's a pessimist. He's saying it does not matter whether you win or lose, because in 100 years you'll be forgotten. But you're not saying that about your favorite team, because you have transferred your efforts to the team to win on your behalf, to prepare on your behalf, to be ready on your behalf, to win on your behalf. You have given up on trying. So you have transferred that to somebody else. And now you come and try to propagate that message like the little bitch that you are. The truth is an insult. We are not used. I am looking for the real video that will send that message home. That message, that little video will send the message home real quickly. Real quickly.
We've done stolen kind.
I know I have it. Trevor Noah, you know what I'm looking for. If you can find it faster than me, let me see if I can find it on the shorts. The shorts on YouTube. I was looking at TikTok. I have a zinger for you. I have a very good zinger for you, mister. You wait there. Watch me destroy your pessimistic attitude. You know, I remember things by, like this one. I'm looking at the t-shirt I was wearing. It's the only way for me to remember what I'm looking for. But the message is here. I have it. I have it. Yeah. And I wanted to go back just a tiny bit about that fanaticism in these diehard sports fans.
Yes.
Fanaticism is evidence of suppressed doubt.
Yes.
If we remove the word doubt and kept the rest of the sentence, fanaticism in the context of sports is evidence of suppressed achievement, goal, self-actualization on your part. You have failed.
Yes.
You have given up on trying for yourself. You have given up on excelling. And now you have attached your fanaticism on somebody who is doing it in your head on your behalf. That's why they say, we have to win. We have to win. We scored. We beat you. We did this. We advanced. You have to attach that fanaticism so that the guy who is doing what you have given up on doing yourself is doing it for you. And you use that fanaticism to suppress that consciousness of you saying, it should be me. I should be working on myself. If that guy has to train to become that superpower on the pitch, that should have been your preparation. But you don't want to do the work. So instead you replace it with fanaticism. And then you apportion a character that carries that dream that should have been yours. And I know that is so controversial. And I... Did I nail it or did I nail it? Mr. Arsenal fan, it doesn't matter. But if it doesn't matter if you win or lose, in the next 100 years, you'll be forgotten. But your channel is inundated with wins of Arsenal. You have delegated your effort, your preparation to Arsenal because you don't want to do it for yourself. So Arsenal is doing it for you. So you come here and spread that laid back, defeated attitude of, it does not matter because we'll be forgotten. Kikuyus talk like that a lot. Kikuyus talk like that. There's a lot of language in Kikuyu culture about that pessimistic attitude. A 100 years ago, if they said that, would we have the world as we know it now? It does not matter. We are all going to be dead in 100 years. No airplanes, no ships in the ocean, no penicillin to cure infections, no medicine, no clothes, no airplanes, no modern technology, no roads, no cars, no. Do you see how self-defeating that sentence is? It's a very African thing. It's a very Kikuyu thing. That pessimistic attitude at looking at life for a man is very dangerous. I know I'm giving it more seriousness because now you are saying, kwani hujui jokes? No, mimi sijui jokes. Peleka jokes kwa watu wa rika yako, umbwa wewe. Mimi sijui jokes. Life haijui jokes. 100 years ago, nobody's going to remember us. So there are no more new methods of making food production. There are no new methods of improving the zebu cows into grade cows to produce more milk because we'll be dead in 100 years. Sidio, umbwa wewe. What kind of a mind? How do you live in this world thinking like that? You're not scared? You're not scared? Shit. Kamau Wayaki, that's a Nyeri name. Kamau Wayaki Brian. One day I will sit with you to discuss life. Mark my comment. I am a king in the making. Keep telling yourself that. There's nobody that I have sat with that have said that they wanted to sit with me. They sat with me. There is nobody I have said I wanted to sit with. I sat with them. You, Mr. One Day, get pregnant in between, because that's a woman talk. One day I will marry that man and I will have 7 children for him. That's a woman's talk. Saying I will do is not doing. Do it. Not necessarily to me, but start somewhere. Let's see. Let's see the journey that is taking you to a place where me and you are going to sit down together. Here we are. Kamau Wayaki Brian, this channel doesn't have any content. You see what I'm talking about? Do you people see what I'm talking about? There is no pathway that is taking us to a place where you and I are going to talk. Because when we look at your product, there is no product. So what is this journey you are taking that will lead us to sitting together? As opposed to, what journey did I take to be sitting with the big brains like Ikonini, to be sitting with the big brains like Kingori, to be sitting with the big brains like Sajid? What journey did I take to be sitting with Kibe? You can examine my beginnings to where I could sit down with Kingori and have a real conversation with such a big brain. What are you doing? Not necessarily to talk to me. What is that journey of yours? That's wishful thinking. That's what little girls do. They look at a guy. Even right now, the people playing in the football, they say, I will marry that guy and I'll have 7 children for him. Wishful thinking. We ni mwanaume bwana. Actionable plan. Move the needle to the positive direction of where you want to be in that period of time. Too harsh? Too harsh? Mimi sijui jokes. Sheikh Kitonga, the guy from Mombasa. What is the end game of working for your bosses rather than your jobs, especially where the two are almost inseparable? I mean, there are people who are designed to be employees. They do very well. But there are different levels of employment. They are not the same level. If I am right, you are 30, 31. I've talked to you a lot. We have a full episode about your life and relationship with your father. I know your story very well. So some people may not even understand where I'm coming from when I'm talking about that. But you are in a place where you are increasing your value. Sheriff Mustafa has given me a gift of the greatest of all time. I think it's called. Mustafa Sheriff sent a gold trophy for 1,000 jewels. Whoa! Mustafa, I gave you an Allahu Akbar girlfriend. I need real goats. I need real goats, Mr. Mustafa. I'm the one who gave you the Allahu Akbar girl. What is her name? Artun? At the very least, name the first child after my name. What do I say? What is the end game of being employed? You get the experience. You get the networking. Especially the networking. The networking. You can start your own because you have learned the ropes. Did you have a guy who just moved from a car sales place and he moved to a different car sale just yesterday or the day before? It's a big deal in Kenya. I don't know them, but I kept seeing those things. Isn't that where you are? Did somebody see your value and they poached you from this employer and they gave you more than twice what you are making because you demonstrated and communicated value? Now the next stage for you is to start your own enterprise. You are 31 years old. You get there. Just run the ropes. Create networks. Know the in workings of that industry. That's the benefit of being employed. If you have this one here. Nail on the head. Yes, fanaticism is evidence of suppressed doubt. But let's go back to Sheriff Mustafa Sheriff with 10 US dollars. Dunga vizuri. Perfect. So I was dungaing properly. I'll let you guys go in a little bit because Norway is playing Brazil. It's 0-0. Nobody has scored yet. If you want to go, that is. I will know you want to go when you go. You see what I did there? Yes, Mustafa Sheriff. The statement that starts with one day. No, there is no that day. Today is the day. You missed yesterday. Today is the day. Nitafanya is for women. Because women incubate children for 9 months. That's why they look at things that way. Because their products are incubated by time. Women are attached to something called the cosmic rhythm, the immovable mover. Their whole essence is dictated by a factor of 7. 7 days. We talked about it with the professor on the lives when we were in downtown. I'm not going to repeat it. It's not in the context. But the whole life of a woman is dictated by a factor of 7. The gestation period of a pregnancy is 188 days for a reason, because it's a factor of 7. That's why they look at things with one day I will, because they are attaching themselves to the immovable mover that dictates the cosmic rhythm of their life. Because women serve nature, men serve humanity. One day. There is no one day for a man. Today is the day. Okay, in closing, let's see. Saint got trophy for 1,000 shillings, 1,000 jewels. Oh, Shekigatogo, we are only 28. Woof! I changed my life at 28. You are way ahead of the curve. Trevor Noah, thank you so much, Trevor Noah. Trevor Noah is the top supporter of this program with the Sheriff Mustafa. Big time. Buzi za ukweli zinajaa. There's a AI translation of your messages, so I forgot to turn that thing off. Jimmy Dihambo, knowing what you know today, what would you advise on business partnership to a young man? I was already formulating a response until you mentioned the word partnership. You people approach business from the different angle. And this is I think we need a whole new conversation around starting a business, because every time I hear you people talking about business, you're talking about attracting investors. Even the guy who does macadamia in Embu, what is your name? I know he's here. He was stuck for a very long time on partnership. He is doing things perfectly. He's producing a product that people want. He is getting orders from Nokras Hotel in Embu to supply them with snacks. Nokras is owned by Magunado Supermarket. I told him that is where you need to go. Approach those people, and because you're already doing business with them at the hotel level, approach them to the right people to connect you with the right people inside the ecosystem of the Magunado Supermarket. Stop thinking about partnership. Focus on the customer. Focus on the product. I find this to be the things that hold young people back. The same way now you're talking about partnership. Isn't that what you said? Yes. Knowing what you know today, what could you advise on business? If that was the question, I say start now. But when you put partnership to it, you're looking for a reason to fail. You're looking for a reason to say, I'm waiting for partnership. You're looking for a reason to say, I'm looking for investors. You are looking for a reason to say, I am waiting for people to recognize my product. You're looking for a reason to say, I'm waiting for when the market is right. You're looking for a reason to fail. Remove the word partnership in the question. Internalize that question for yourself. Start small. Ruto is a very good example, but he's a very polarizing figure for you fuckers. So you cannot learn anything about his humble beginnings. Now, when I mention selling chicken, now you find something to say to demonize that, because your mind has been captured by this fantasy of trying to demonize his journey. But he started small. You will never learn anything from him because you only see him as a polarizing figure. There's nobody else in Kenya that is coming up to tell you how they started. Nobody else. Nobody else. Kirubi died without telling us how he started selling charcoal using Kenya Meat Commission trucks from Congo Kinshasa and Uganda and Tanzania. He never told you that story. When Chadaria offers to tell that story, he's talking to people who are bongolalas. They don't know how to extract a good story from him. There is nobody who has interviewed Chadaria that has extracted an inspiring story from his journey. I find that self-defeating. They are obsessed with things that don't matter about Chadaria. We want people like that to give us their story. Moi died without anybody ever putting a microphone in his face and asking him, take me the journey of being a teacher in Sacho to today. Nobody ever did. Waste of time. And now you only know the Moi that your mothers packaged for you because you were never born. You only know the Moi that your mother packaged for you about Moi. The guy from Sacho, bro. What the fuck? A teacher from Sacho. My very first conversation with Kingori that happened in December. That's where we started. About the calculation that Moi did to make sure he does not make the wrong moves like Jaramogi Oginga did. He positioned himself to win. where Jaramogi Odinga walked away from the vice presidency. Moi had his own party. He was like, hey, are you by any chance looking for a tall, handsome Kalenjin guy to be your deputy for 14 years? 17 years. Whatever it was. Moi did that. But we don't have that story. So anything you know about Moi, dictator this, dictator the other, then you never get inspired because nobody's opening their mouth to tell you about their journey. So you get lost in these questions about partnership. You get lost about these questions about investment because you cannot see things for what they are because there's no example of having sown these things. Me, when I started, I have given that story multiple times. I never borrowed anybody's money at that time. Right now, I can walk to any billionaire and they will write me a check for 250,000. They have. But when I started, I never needed money. I only needed a product. I only needed one extra customer. I only needed to make these customers so satisfied that they are going to tell other customers about this product. That's what I needed. Stop thinking about partnership. Stop thinking about investors. This word investors in Kenyan psyche need to be banned because that's the yoke that is weighing you down to the bottom of the ocean. That's why you never do anything because you're thinking, investors and what is the other stupid word Kenyans use? Stakeholders. There's nothing like that. Just you and your packet of tropical sweets. That's it. Can you sell one pack of tropical sweets, candy, at Nyamakima bus stop to 300 people on their way to Nakuru, on their way to Muranga, on their way to Embu? Can you sell a pack of tropical candy? Can you convince strangers to buy your candy? That's it. Start there. In my next post about my conversation with the professor, I will post about my journey, a taskis, and the things I learned from them. That is going to be my next cut. Everything I know, I learned it at Tasky by watching those people, how they conducted the business. That video is actually there now for people like Mustafa, who are members, and the guy from Mombasa and Trevor Noah, who are members of my channel. That video is already there in its whole entirety, 1 hour 56 minutes. But I'll cut small pieces and explain how I learned everything I know right now from working Monday through Monday, 0 days off at Taskamatrice, Taskis, learning how those people behaved, how they carried themselves, how they grew inch after inch, scaffold after scaffold, how they never glorified money. All of them would get in a Isuzu Trooper pickup truck to come to work. All of them lived in the same house. Samuel Gatei, with his very many children and wife, beautiful, young, very feminine wife. He had Wamaitha, he had Dingori, he had Eunice, he had some little tiny girl, I can't remember her name, and a boy in between, besides Dingori. Probably 5 children. George was the youngest, George Gachwe, with very young children. I cannot remember their name, but all of them have the same name. So there was our Maida there. And there was a Joram there. Probably 3 children, but those ones are very young because George was the youngest. George and his children and his wife, Gatei and his 5 children that I can remember of, and his wife, their uncle who was deaf and mute, the brother to their mother, and Joseph Nganga, Geoffrey Nganga, their Maida, their driver. They all lived in the same house. At the time I'm meeting them, they had the resources to drive supercars to work. They did not. I learned everything I needed to know about my future in America from them, just observing them. What is this thing people call role model? What is the other one people are obsessed with beside role model? What is the other name that young people are obsessed with? Mentor. No. Thank you so much for catching up with what I'm saying. Papa Bullions and Sheriff Mustafa. Yeah, mentor. You are waiting to have a mentor. Most of the time, you only need a role model. Just observe, get the good things. None of those people I'm mentioning knew then or now that they were my role models. This is me giving flowers to where flowers are deserved. They did not know. My job there was to punch the cashier register and serve as many customers as possible. I actually said I served 1680 customers in one day. No, it was 1860, 1867 in one day. That was my role, to be a cashier. But those people were my role models. I observed their life. One of the richest family in Nairobi at the time, including now, I learned how to have a relationship with money from them. Stop looking for these fancy things about mentorship. Oftentimes, you don't need those. You just need to ape the life of somebody who is doing good as a role model. Get the good out of it. Don't be invested in their life that you discover the human behind the character. Now you're going to get disoriented because you're going to notice that George is a real human being. Then you get completely lost. If my observation about them is their personal life, then I would have not learned anything from them. There is enough of their personal life that I could have gone with, that I should be sitting here talking about them. That's not what I'm doing. I'm telling you what I learned positively about how they conducted themselves. I could sit here and tell you about the negatives of it. That's not my place. So, when you're starting a business, can you sell one packet of tropical candy? Iterate that. Don't think about sponsors and investors and whatever those other fancy little silly names you give those people. There's nothing like that in real life. Do you know how I know that? I have never been any of those things to anybody. I refuse. But ask people who have benefited by observing my conduct as a role model, how it has worked for them. Knowing what you know now, what could you advise on business partnership? There's nothing called business partnership. Do you know how bad it is? When I was separating my executive black car service from the wine tour company, I approached a guy we rode on the same airplane to come to America, a guy we spent 5 years together at task case to buy a 10% stake on the wine tour aspect of it. He couldn't see the sense of it. I'm now giving you the other story from the other direction. You want people to see the benefit of your product where they cannot see it for themselves, you are going to waste your resources, you are going to waste your power, your time and your energy convincing people that what you have here is valuable. That company, in 18 months, its performance exceeded the mother company. That person could not see that. 20-something years later, he's still doing what he was doing the day we came here. Not to reflect bad on him. I'm just giving you an example. If it's to reflect bad on of them, then what? It is what it is. Mimi sio wao. What is the escapism from need for validation? I might have this problem at times. It's very hard to answer that question objectively, Mr. Sheikh Gitongu, because I know your life. You have given me a whole lot of your life, publicly and privately. But generally now, a man's agency also needs to be validated naturally. The agency to lead, to perform, to produce, to protect, those agencies also need to be validated. Oftentimes by a woman. You don't have that. That is the deficiency. Generally, without venturing into your personal life and personal conversation that we have said. Because now, and also, a woman in itself is because of the product she brings into the equation, the children. You want this effort to be rewarded by the beneficiaries who should have been the children in your life, so that you know you are laboring, you are sweating for them. That agency needs validation by the people who are benefiting from the exploration of your greatness. You lack that. That's what now you are calling escapism. Just channel that energy in the right place. Children, not women. I have a lot of children. I don't have women. If that helps. Thank you so much, Sheikh Mustafa. Nakushukuru kabisa. Tuonane Roshio. And Trevor Noah zinakuja. Tingiza hiyo mpesa. Mugabe is the name of the guy. Yes, PK Mugambi. He's doing very well with his macadamia thing. Very well. I went there to his place in Embu with my buddy, the super lawyer. But at the moment, he was still stuck on this idea of he needs partners and investors. No. Partners and investors cannot see the value of what you have here. Your customers do. Focus on your customers. Trevor Noah, Bana, Vusi said, if you went to start a business, all you need is what you have. That's it. Bro, I have given my story, how it started. There was $0 invested. There was just grit and tenacity and daring. That's it. Just a plan on paper. Implemented it. There was nowhere money was needed. Not at that stage. And I have never borrowed money from a bank. I've borrowed money from my customers, my billionaire friends. A lot of it. But not from banks. I never needed money at that stage. Oh yeah, you nailed it, Mr. Trevor Noah. The idea of people getting partnerships and investors, it's brought in by people who watch the Shark Tank. Very true, very true. You are what you consume. So if you're obsessed in consuming that kind of information, then that's where you're going to get stuck in. And especially this generation that is single lane tunnel focus because of the nature of the education system in Kenya. You at a very early age, you are channeled into one thing. A Bachelor of Agricultural Economics, like the guy who was here 2 days ago. Then your life is only obsessed with Bachelor of, I'm still trying to remember how to say it, Bachelor of Agricultural Economics. It does not make sense in Kenya. There is nowhere to go expand Bachelor of Agricultural Economics, but that's the channel you are given. One lane, like a railway line. So you never think outside the box. You get lost in that single tunnel system of education that Kenya gave you. I was going to say that's why I can be anything, because I never got education in Kenya. And then you're going to say, now Gavi Baya. So I'm not going to say it. Subscribe to my channel and like this stream. I did not say it. UK Man Restoration Hub. I think I got your name right. IQ, how do you know when to stop chasing money and start enjoying it? Wewe ni mwanamke. Wewe ni mwanamke. Unataka kuenjoy pesa. Hiyo ni kazi ya wanawake na watoto bwana. Mwanaume does not enjoy this life. I know it's counterintuitive because all you see about me is enjoyment. It's because there's no mwanamke doing it. Mwanaume does not enjoy life, bro. Get your mind away from enjoying life. There is nothing like that for a man. Your job is to sweat and bleed, slay dragons, stay up all night, work extra hours and extra shifts, pursue that dream over and over. And then your enjoyment is in your children having a better life. Is for those who have women, is in your woman wearing the best dress, wearing the red bottom shoes. I have those. But because I don't have a woman, so who else is going to wear red bottom shoes? Sini mimi. The enjoyment is to you basking in the glory of your achievement and seeing other people enjoy that. If you, all right, there was a glitch there. Let me know if you still people are alive. Okay, are you back? Is this a continuation of our conversation, or did we start over? Are we back? Okay, you're still here. If you, as a man, focus on enjoying life, you miss the boat. You miss the boat. You miss the boat. You need to watch that movie. And it's very true to every football team, the real football, the soccer. There's Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights. It's a story around a high school football team in rural Texas, I think. Friday Night Lights. Listen to the inspiration and motivational speeches of the coach at the locker room when they have won, especially when they have won. He keeps reminding them that there is still more work to be done. It is very true of every team. Even right now in the World Cup, you cannot dwell so much on celebrating the wins of today, because you need to prepare for the wins of tomorrow, the challenges of tomorrow. That's the life of a man. That's the life of a man. It's very tricky because I can take six weeks off from work. And now, if you don't know anything else, you think I'm enjoying life. No, it's a lot of pedaling, like a duck, like a swan floating on water. There is a lot of paddling underneath the water that is going on for you to see me enjoying life. There is a lot going on in the background. There is no enjoying life and a man in the same context. Yours is to win. Yours is to achieve. Yours is to build. Yours is to conquer. And then the people that you have created for yourself, your children, enjoy that. If you have women problems, then those women enjoy that. For me, I don't have those problems. So once in a while, there will be a girlfriend somewhere that is enjoying that, legally acceptable, because I make the rules. You cannot make those rules because there is the prison warden at home, you as a married man, who makes sure that you never have a sunshine in your face. That reminds you that you are the servant of the family. So if there's anybody who knows that men cannot enjoy life, it's actually the married man. Come to think of it. If there is anybody who knows men cannot enjoy life, it's the married man. He can never be right. He can never sit down and watch TV in peace. That's why weak men have now created another extra room underneath the house, like the devil. They call the man's cave, where they go hide from the warden in the house, where they can have a little moment of peace, because the wife continually reminds them that there is no peace for a married man. If there was hell, I would have been there already. Good news, there's no hell. Thank you so much, Duke of Kiev, Sheki Katongu, Mustafa Salif, Icon Entertainment. Thank you. Tony Silva is saying, enjoy money, like Monday to Sunday, unakaa kama Gen Z Zuzu, doing nothing. No, that life is not for a man. I am trying to say it in the nicest way possible so that that message stick. Men serve humanity. Men serve mankind by building and creating and conquering and defeating and iterating and doing all those good things to make life enjoyable for everybody else except them. That's the life of a man. I hope you understand that. My joy is seeing my children have a good life. My joy is seeing my children content with life. That's it. That's the best I get. When I buy some little nice thing for a girl and I see the joy in them, that is my joy. You will notice that I cannot buy that for myself. That's not how joy for a man works. John Maluka. It's not Maluku, it's a Maluka. Mike Tyson said his coach made him clean the gym right after celebrating him being world champion. Exactly. You have to prepare for the next challenge. This win here, thank you very much. Okay, now let's focus for tomorrow. There is more challenge where this win brought tomorrow. Don't settle so much into celebrating life. That is not your place as a man. Icon Connect Entertainment, somebody. Do you make mistakes in what you do? And how do you handle mistakes, losses after you make them? Accountability. Shouldn't that now just answer the whole question? Accountability. Accountability. That's it. I don't have to say anything else. You will notice that women are not required to, and they are not accountable because they have a different pattern of life. But for a man, accountability is number one. Number one. Number one. Accountability. If I add anything else to answer your question, you are going to get lost in that response. I have a lot to say. I am not going to say it. Just remember that word. Be accountable. Yes, Tony Silva, enjoy when people under your care are winning. That's the win for an employee, for an employer. When you see your employees driving, when they come and tell you they propose to a nice girl, when they invite you to their wedding, when they invite you to celebrate their first child, when they show up with 5 children, you give them a platform to thrive. That is the joy. I am saying things that have happened in the course of 11 years that I've been in business. I've seen these immigrants come here with nothing. With nothing. Just the other day. You know, when I came back from Kenya in December with these books, I made a video with a guy from Cuba who was speaking to Kibe in Spanish. That guy has been my employee for the longest time. Just the other day, he just bought a house. In Cuba, his wife was a doctor. Cuba provided the environment where they couldn't thrive. So they came here and started from zero. And then I have seen them build themselves up, slowly by slowly. Right now, they invited me to their housewarming. They bought a new house. The American dream. That's my joy. That's my joy. All right. I think we are going to edit this thing. What happened to the game? Are they on halftime? Where did the game go? Oh, I'm watching it on the Telemundo. Let me watch it on Fox. Where is my thingy? Yes, they're on halftime. Win, conquer, occupy, defeat. That is as enjoying as you are going to get. Those small wins. Then tomorrow there is a bigger challenge. There's a bigger enemy. There's a bigger assignment. If you dwell too much on this win, watch that show, by the way. Let me go back there. Watch that show called Friday Night Lights. I watched it when we used to go and buy DVD things from the supermarket. That's how old that video is. Watch it. Friday Night Lights. Also, a comparable story is on another movie called The Longest Yard. Chris Rock is the main character. Chris Rock is a prisoner along with other prisoners. And Chris Rock character came up with an idea of forming a football team from the prisoners to fight the prison guards. That other guy almost remembered his name. A white guy. He is now the coordinator when they are hyping this team to win against the guards. The longest yard. Listen to the locker room inspiration speeches by Adam Shadra. Yes, thank you so much. Oname. Mr. Wanmi. Yes, Adam Shadra is like, let's say, the coach. But Chris Rock is the coordinator of this whole thing. They are doing the background. They are breaking into the library of the prison to go see the history of the warden, of the guards, to see who has an injury so that they can figure out where there is a manipulable vulnerability on the part of the guards team. So the character of Chris Rock and the character of Adam Shadra, go listen to what they are telling their fellow prisoners in the locker rooms. I'm trying to emphasize how much time you should apportion to celebrating wins as a man. This much. This much. Uh-oh. Is that message important? All right. All right. UK Man Restoration Hub. I got it. Thanks, IQ. Kazi Dio form. Now that you got it, my M-Pesa number is 074 1078 693. Send those pounds my way. Where is my M-Pesa number? I cannot go that far. I thought I could go that far. So because I couldn't, so let me come here and remind me what my M-Pesa number is. And then go report me to the bitches of BBC. I saw them having a problem with M-Pesa numbers. Oh, that woman, I would have torn her into pieces. That bitch that interviewed the guy from Mexico and Kibe, I would have torn her into tiny little white meat pieces. (074 1078 693). I think I got it. She would have told me how many abortions she has done. She would have told me how many children she has given her husband. She would have told me why she hates men. But that's not the story. Mr. UK something. If you got it, then reward it. UK Man Restoration Hub. What else are we doing here? My coach, this thing is translating. Duke of Kiev, my coach used to say, ni kungumu kuliko mbele. All right, and there's something that has been translated here. I need to turn off that AI translation here. Somi Kamburu, the translation is what? Ile kiokoto nimeokotwa. Ah. All right. Give me that story. You know my number. Okay, guys. This is enough time. 3 hours, 15 minutes. It's 4 p.m. I've not even had breakfast. It's 4 p.m. Is there anything else? Have we covered everything? Is everybody agitated enough? Is everybody benefit from these 3 hours? If that person is there, now this is the altar call. In church, this is where you take money to your pastor. But for me, I'm asking you to subscribe to the channel. Just hit the subscribe button. Again, we started with this song. Beautiful song. It took me forever to make it. Forever. Even the ones I'm going to play are not the final product. It is one of the most difficult songs I've ever made, but the story is so beautiful. So, so beautiful. And I'll give the story one more time because some of you are not here. I was watching Jagero, Conversations with Jagero, and they were analyzing the polygamist. There were two guys and a very nice, smart woman. I laughed. I enjoyed the conversation and her brain. I love smart people. She probably hates me. I don't know. And she was analyzing the relationship between Joyce and Matiba, the two women. And there's something she said that is very catchy. Matiba, well, Joyce called Matiba, "You are a pick-me." Women throw those insults all the time. When they cannot compete with a prettier, more feminine, malleable woman over a man, they call that woman pick-me. So this lady that was speaking to Jagero, she coined a term. If I am pick-me, then you are a skip-me. I made the song around that.
They call me pick-me, like it's some disease, 'cause I still believe a good man brings me peace. They laugh at commitment, they chase the next thrill,
And I think
looking for forever,
is there anything
not
else?
temporary feels.
Just subscribe to the channel.
If I'm a pick-me, and you're a skip-me. If I'm chasing attention, you're avoiding accountability. If I'm doing too much, you're doing too little. If I'm trying to be chosen, you're giving him every reason not to choose you. I don't have to compete, I don't have to pretend. The woman I prayed a good man would find. I know what I carry, I know what I bring. Peace looks beautiful when it's built on commitment. I don't compete, I prepare, I don't perform. I become. I'm a lucky woman, I can smile and wait.
When you listen to the recording, you will figure out why we brought this up.
What's meant for me will never come too late. He opened the door, he saw my heart before he saw my face. He chooses who enters his world. I choose the love I give in return. Two grown hearts choosing one another. If I'm the option, you're the one and label. If I'm auditioning, you got cut before the table. If I'm looking for a chance, you get.
Read Togo's message down here. The only problem I have with with the Rolex. They do not have an open shell in the back of their watches. I love those open shells. AP has that. I love to see the magic of the things happen in the background. I don't think they have any watch that has those things in the back. But their watches are very good. Their watches are very, 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 very good. Very good. So Sheki Kitongo is saying, my boss unboxed a 12 million Rolex watch and told me to work hard. Ha ha ha. I will always remember those painful, sweet words.
Funny how confidence gets mistaken for being.
You are 28. If you sprinkle an extra years, I am twice your age. So also is your boss. Your time is coming.
I don't chase men who are running away. Kings don't run away from their queens. Love shouldn't have to beg someone to stay. When the
One more time.
they call me pick me, like it's some disease. 'Cause I still believe a good man brings me peace. They laugh at commitment, they chase the next thrill. I'm looking for forever, not temporary feels. If I'm a pick me, then you're a skip me. If I'm chasing attention, you're avoiding accountability. If I'm doing too much, you're doing too little. If I'm trying to be chosen, you're giving him every reason not to choose you. I don't have to compete, I don't have to pretend. The woman I prayed a good man would find. I know what I carry, I know what I bring. Peace looks beautiful when it's built on commitment. I don't go compete, I prepare, I don't perform, I become. I'm a lucky woman, I can smile and wait. What's meant for me will never come too late. He opened the door, I walked in with grace. He saw my heart before he saw my face. He chooses who enters his world. I choose the love I give in return. Two grown hearts choosing one another. If I'm the option, you're the warning label. If I'm audition, you got cut before the table. If I'm looking for a chance, you're getting passed over. Funny how confidence gets mistaken for being desperate. I don't chase men who are running away. Kings don't run away from their queens. Love shouldn't have to beg someone to stay. When the right man knows exactly what he's found, a woman doesn't have to scream above the crowd. Lucky woman, never loud, never thirsty, never bitter, just ready, just ready. Mama told me, baby, don't fear rejection. Wrong roads still lead to protection. The wrong man will block the right blessing. So every goodbye made room for hello. Every closed door protected my peace. Every lesson prepared me for this. I'm a lucky woman, eyes wide open now. He holds the keys and that good man's the prize. Not begging for attention, I bring value, stand proud. When a real man chooses me, that's heaven in the clouds. Lucky woman, yeah, I understand the dance. He's the gatekeeper, but he's also the chance. I honor his worth, no more thirsty romance. Real love only happens when we both advance. I didn't chase the spotlight, I invested in my soul. Peace became my currency, purpose made me whole. I prayed for men of honor, discipline and grace. Then I became the woman worthy of embracing that place. If I'm the trailer, you're the buffering screen. If I'm the appetizer, you're the unpaid bill in between. If I'm getting picked, you're getting skipped. That's not bitterness, that's just life. You can collect attention, I'll collect the peace. You can chase the moment, I'll build legacy. I'm a lucky woman, standing on my own. Never build my worth around a borrowed throne. A good man is the prize, I've never been confused. So I build myself into the woman worthy of being chosen by him. Not because I'm less, not because I hide, but because lasting love walks with honor on both sides. He protects the future, I nurture the vision. He leads with purpose, I multiply the mission. He is the prize I prayed for, I am the blessing I prepared to become. Together we don't compete, together we become one. While you're hiding your body count, I'll be counting anniversaries. While you're chasing attention, I'll be building tradition. One good man, one good woman, one lifetime. That's my definition. He found a woman worth protecting. I found a man worth respecting. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. That's not settling, that's strategy. That's not pick me, that's a lucky woman. If I'm a pick me, then you're a skip me. You can laugh, you can judge, you can misunderstand. Call me whatever you like, just know we are not the same.
This song is not published yet. Somebody is asking me what is the name of the song. I have 4 different versions of it. I made them last night and then I slept. I woke up and started doing this. I don't know what I'm going to call it. The system is telling me to call it Lucky Woman. I don't want to call it Lucky Woman. I want something that will set the zinger about they call me, if you call me pick me, then you are skip me. Do you have any suggestions of what I should call this song? The words pick me should be in it. They call me pick me. If you call me pick me, then you are skip me. I have a lot of versions of it because it's still in production. This is how it starts. Just a second, I'm done.
They call me pick me, like it's some disease.
Like it's some disease.
'Cause I still believe a good man brings me peace. They laugh at commitment, they chase the next thrill. I'm looking for forever, not temporary feels. If I'm a pick me, then you're a skip me. If I'm chasing attention, you're avoiding accountability. If I'm doing too much, you're doing too little. If I'm trying to be chosen, you're giving him every reason not to
pick you. Thank you so much for the suggestion, Mr. Oname. Mr. Waname, skipped you to pick me. Sheki Ketongu, the unpicked woman. Allah, you guys are onto something. Pygmy jealousy disease. It's pick me, not pygmy, pick me. Skipped you to pick me. That's a good singer. The unpicked woman. That's a good singer. This Mr. Oname here, he makes some very good music. Do we tell him, Mr. Oname, that you approached me to pay me so that I can teach you how to make this crazy things. What is your channel, Mr. Oname? Where are you putting your music? Can you write it here? This is the future. I'll probably not be in it, but if you don't take advantage of this future, your music is not going to be on it. I have the statistics that shows how those things are performing. It's a full-blown product. Full-blown product. I don't know where that thing is. Making money in your sleep. Sweetest money ever. Anyway, Brazil is playing Norway. They are on the second half, 5 minutes in. I will let you guys go. Not your DJ. Oh, that's the name of your Oname. Oname's channel is called Not Your DJ. Very nice guy.
There's one person I search for.
Not Your DJ. There's another guy also that told me that he actually commented maybe on X that he got motivated about creating music from my conversations. And he has very good Lingala kind of music. Very sweet. For those people who know Lingala, you know sweet Lingala when you hear sweet Lingala. That guy is doing very well. Not your... And he has a lot of them. He is creating that music for the future. He has albums. Not your DJ. Is it one name? Because I cannot find it. I'm having trouble finding it. Oh, I found it now, I think. Is it also DJM2A? Is that the same one? Let me see if I have seen something familiar. I know you also have church songs. You make church for African Christians. There is no limit of what you can do here now. This is the future, my friend. Mr. Oname, Majestic Waves to Kohadina Spotify. What is your Spotify page, Mr. Oname? It's much easier to go to the Spotify page. My Spotify page is ASKiQ Watson. Oh, I'm killing it there, bro. I am killing it there. What are you saying? Not Your DJ has this profile. Is that you? Not Your DJ? Because that's what I'm finding on YouTube, on Spotify. Anyway, I'm wasting too much time here. Oh, there is several of these. Okay. You need to make yours more conspicuous. Here is that one. Echoes and hallelujahs. Are those yours? No. Probably. Send me your Spotify handle on my WhatsApp, Mr. One Me. Anyway, for now, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your subscribes. Thank you for the super duper guys here who are members on my channel. Mr. Oname has been here for more than a year. This is crazy. When he approached me, he said, "Oh no, I have been your member for a year. Go look me up under the name One Me." I was like, holy moly. These are the real owners of the product. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thank you for being here for 3.5 solid hours. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for directing these conversations. Let us do that again. I thought today was Monday, so I still owe you Monday. I'll be here tomorrow. Let me see how my schedule looks like. Monday, yes. My schedule has open in the morning. Thank you so much. Thank you for the guys who catch up with responding to when I need somebody to give me a name of something, of somebody, or an episode. Thank you for being there in real time to make the conversations flow. There's something here that's translated. Quick check in today from Lulea. Nimeenda kulala. All right, Lulea. Lala salama. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. See you tomorrow. These guys are still 0-0. Let's catch up with the other side of that game with the volume on. Thank you for muting so that you can listen to this one. Let's go there now. Asanteni sana. And the subscribers, I am very sure I'm going to be surprised at how many people have responded to the subscribe today. Let's keep this channel going. Let's keep this message going. Let's grow together.